Hey guys, Shaka Cyclone here. So somebody actually asked me how I'm doing in a comment on my COVID video, and I figured I would basically answer that question with a video. So, how am I doing? Well, um, let's see. Today is January 3rd, 2021. My last video came out, I think, early April, sometime in April. So it's been a while. Uh, am I still alive? Well, but I got a pulse, so I guess that means I'm still alive. Um, have I caught COVID? No, but I do know a couple people that have caught it. One survived, one did not. The one that didn't survive is actually my great aunt. Um, she passed away in an Edmonton hospital. Um, the one that actually did survive, is actually a healthcare worker in Lethbridge. So she's actually the wife of my cousin. Um, so basically, when I made my last video, I had no idea how bad it was gonna get, but I don't think anyone did. Um, I basically live in Alberta, and Alberta right now is pretty much the COVID hotspot in Canada because of our inept leader. Basically, he decided to take a lot of pages out of the Trump playbook, and as expected, they have not worked out. For one thing, he decided to pick a fight with the nurses during a pandemic. Who the hell does that? Um, so there's that, and then he also has a kind of a bad habit of picking on the disabled. Basically, he's threatened to um, either cut AISH or totally remove AISH altogether. Um, and being that I'm disabled, I need AISH to survive. I'm trying to find other methods, but it's very hard when you can't work because you can't move like other people can move, or you have severe anxiety issues like I do. Um, like, I kid you not, the last time I worked was 2013. It was at a Walmart during a heat wave, and people were really, really great that day. So basically, it turned me off of working in retail for a while. Um, I do have a couple ideas that I'm kind of trying to get going. Um, you'll have to excuse that you might hear my wife laugh. She's watching something on Netflix in her little room for the time being. I'm doing this on our bed because right now our living room is a bit of a mess, and I don't want you guys to see the mess. So, anyway, what was I saying? Basically, like, I have been trying to get an idea off the ground that I've had for a while. I've always been good with working with computers, like the physical bit. When I was in college, I worked for a bit in the college's IT department, basically gutting and um, installing components in computers. Um, and I actually found that quite fun, mainly because I could sit. Because the installations took so long, because I had to install Windows 98 on a crap ton of machines. I remember that. And not just Windows 98, there was like a few other programs, and the installation just to install Windows alone took about an hour. And because I couldn't work on two machines at the same time, or couldn't do anything else, the only thing I could do was just listen to music. So, um, but anyway, I enjoy doing that, and I've always done my own installs. So, I'm gonna be basically trying my hand at building machines and then maybe selling them if I can. I think I should be able to if I use the method that I have in mind, but um, health wise, I was I do have a gaming channel, and I was trying to do a Mass Effect Vanguard run through, but I had to stop because I was putting too much. Well, basically, I was afraid of some that this one thing was going to happen, and the thing that I was afraid of actually happened. Basically, I put so much pressure on myself that I ended up getting sick. Because when I put pressure, like feel a lot of pressure, or um, get really really anxious, I uh, a lot of times will end up physically ill. And like this past summer, I actually got so badly ill because of this whole thing with Aish that I couldn't eat anything for days. But that wasn't that time. But basically, it was the whole just trying to get videos out on a scheduled basis, and then failing, and then worrying about failing, and then that sort of thing. Like the thing about Mass Effect is it is a really long game because you have to not only just play the first one, you got to play all three, and then Andromeda if you want to make it complete. I know there's like the remaster and then a brand new game coming out supposedly. So, um, so I had to take some time off from doing that, and that time has actually been beneficial because it actually gave me some time to kind of rethink my channel, what I want it to be and what I want to do, and I basically decided to basically focus everything on this channel. Um, I did a little hand gesture, but you couldn't see it. I ended up hitting my phone because I am recording on my phone. My phone has a 12 megapixel forward facing camera, so that's awesome. Um, and I've noticed that my COVID advice video got quite a few views. Well, quite a few for my channel. Um, and there's also some other things that I want to talk about too, like living with Asperger's syndrome. Um, maybe a video on how to deal with people with autism, because like Asperger's syndrome is a mild form of autism, and like a lot of people make fun of it because of its name, because it sounds like Asperger's, and it's actually not spelled that way at all, but it sounds like it. Um, and honestly, like I've had a few people think that I am simple, or basically just incapable of doing things on my own, and it's not exactly true, but basically the things that I can't do on my own are because of another issue that I have, which is more physical. Um, so I've been thinking about doing that. Also, basically just giving um, advice if needed. I still want to talk about like Super Sentai or Kamen Rider. Not so much Power Rangers now, as I'm kind of over it. Um, but there's also Transformers and My Little Pony, because I've mentioned before I did get into that, actually. I've been into it for years, I've just hit it. Um, you may notice that my face might look a little weird. That's because I broke a tooth and haven't been able to get to a dentist to get it fixed. It actually just exploded in my mouth when I was sleeping one night. I think basically it was weakened from all the stomach acid that I was bringing up. Because I think the substance that they used to kind of reconstruct my teeth when they did it, um, don't think it stands up too well to stomach acid. Or at least like the kind of stomach acid I was releasing. Yay, Shocker's talking about stomach acid. That's awesome. Um, so anyway, I've been wanting to make this video for a couple days because like someone did ask me, and then also uh, I saw a video from that Ellen from Outside Extra put out, uh, how she has been dealing with it, and it's she hasn't been dealing with it well. But she has like a condition that would make getting COVID fatal for her, so she actually has not left her apartment since March. Which, yeah, basically, like for me, because of Asperger syndrome, I'm very content with being in my house. So I don't actually go out that much anyway. Um, I was wanting to actually get out more this year or last year. That did not happen because of obvious reasons. I also wanted to get my health better under control, but I've had to basically just try to manage that myself. But even so, I'm pretty sure I don't know how bad it is. Like COVID would be for someone with diabetes. Like I have type 2, but like until a couple of years ago, I have not even attempted to manage it well. And the only reason why I started was because I almost died from it. Um, and like even today, like this morning, I woke up quite low, and a lot of times when that happens, if I get a little bit of sugar in me, I can actually just bounce back. But there are days like today where basically it knocks me out. Like it makes me weak. Like I was actually supposed to be shopping right now with my parents because they help us with the shopping, and had to cancel on that because of what happened. Um, so basically, whenever something like that happens, it's kind of like a day-to-day thing. Um, but other than that, like I have been managing okay. I've gotten off track a bit. I know. Hopefully, you guys can just what's the word I'm looking for? Um, hopefully, you guys can excuse that. I wanted to say accept that, but that sounds so bad. But hopefully, you guys can excuse that. But I've got my cats and I've got my wife who just coughed. Um, things have been kind of tight with money because she got laid off twice. Um, she got her job back, and then she ended up getting like some sort of lump on her neck, and they told her to go to COVID test. And when she was waiting for her results, they called her up and said that we have to lay you off again because they weren't getting enough business. So uh, now she's on EI, and basically EI is basically cutting out about half of my age. So having to rearrange some funds in my head, and it's getting kind of interesting. So, which is why I'm kind of basically sometimes I'm alright, and sometimes I go into like silent panic mode, just trying to think. I've had plenty of sleepless nights. Well, I've gotten some sleep, but it's really, really hard. But yeah. But yeah, I got my wife, I got my cats. I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect. Um, basically just trying to get a lot of the classes down in that. And then just doing the main thing about Mass Effect, which is romancing. I've also been experimenting with other games. I've been playing Bioshock off and on, like the first one, like the remastered one, but still like the first one. And I've been having fun when I play that. Um, Sometimes I do get enough money to actually buy like a new Transformer or something like that, but that's not that often. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be doing toy review videos again yet. It's gonna depend on when I can get my new office set up, because like I need to get like a new like an actual desk, because I don't actually have a desk for my computer. I'm using like a little end table. But I want to get a desk, and then I need to get like a workstation so I can build computers. And then, of course, I need to like slowly build up components. My first one, the first computer I'm planning on building is not going to be a game machine. It's basically just going to be something for like home office, I'm thinking. Um, like maybe it can play like if you want to put like some like little games on there, you could, but not like you definitely wouldn't be able to play something like Andromeda or like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something like that because like it just wouldn't be able to do it. But eventually I want to get there because I figure if I could basically spend about $3,000 building a machine, sell it for 5,000, you know, because I know they do go that high. But it's gonna take me a while to get there. I also found a course that I can take online for about like $800 or $900 that I can take my time doing. Thing I want to do too. I just figure if I can get certified too, that would help me a lot. I have not uh, discounted looking for a job like that. Actually, if I were to find one, it would actually go a lot better. But like when it comes to someone with disabilities working, um, you basically have to find a way to accommodate those disabilities. But I want to get into that on a later video. Anyway, so we're going at 17 minutes now. I know I've been rambling for a while. I do that. I ramble. Sorry. Um, so, I do intend to make more videos, but it's just gonna depend on how I feel when I do them. A lot of times when I make a video, it's literally just like, oh, I want to make a video, and then I'm making a video. Um, so it's gonna depend a lot on how I feel, because, like I said, sometimes it's either anxiety or like I had like a really bad low in my blood sugar. Like that's kind of just stuff you have to deal with when you have illness or disability or something like that. But still alive, still kind of managing. Um, Not totally insane yet. Although the cats are working really hard on getting me there. That's for sure. Anyway, guys, this is Chakra Cyclone signing off, and I will see you next time. If you have any kind of suggestions for a type of video you want me to do, just leave them in the comments. Um, and I will consider it, and I will actually see you guys next time. So, bye.